Hey, so today I want to kind of look at some therapy websites to see, what are some things that these therapists could improve. Now, I'm doing this kind of randomized, so I'm not like pinpointing specific people, specific organizations. So if you're watching this video and I'm actually reviewing your website, don't take any offense. I'm never saying anything like negative. It's always to, for the betterment of the person who we're making this review for. Also, if you like what you see and you're interested in getting some help with your marketing to attract private pay clients, go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of our mentorship program for psychotherapists. So let's go. So private pay, we'll say near Michigan, cost of services. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Let me look and see. I just want to see real quick. Request an appointment, schedule. Self-pay office will have limited hours for December 24th, 2024. This is good. I like the logo from first glance. Simply Mindful Counseling, about schedule now, request an appointment, service job, in-network appointment. Okay, so you talk about the different insurances that they take, Aetna, the Crossbow Shield, counseling, psych. Okay, so this is not bad. This line, most insurance plans require some. Okay. Insurance plans unique and ultimate are billing department that's simply mindful to investigate your out-of-pocket costs as all patients determine the unique deductible and copayment. Okay. Out-of-network insurance manufacturers impact the cost and mindful of good faith estimate prior to your intake appointment. Payment is required at the time of service. Simply mindful consulting. So one challenge with this website is that it doesn't really. So let's go to the main site because this one is really about payment. Okay, so let's go start from here. Mindful mental health care made simple, integrative, and holistic psychotherapy. Okay, so one thing I would change here, I would maybe have this logo. Let me annotate this. I would have this logo be more over here, number one. Number two, what that's going to do is that's actually going to bring this is going to be like brought up. Let me see if I can actually do this with my guide. Yeah, going back to our whiteboard. So how I would have it is actually so far I would have probably like this links bar, right? So what you want is you want to have, let's say your heading, this grabs attention. Okay. So right now, currently, if I look at this, mindful mental health care made simple. Integrative and holistic psychotherapy, Plymouth, Michigan, Bloomfield, Michigan, anywhere. Okay, so this I would have location information down lower. So we'll say location is gonna be a little bit lower, probably down to like the bottom. Okay. Focus on providing mental health care that is thoughtful, attentive, also integrative. So I actually need to like drop this thing like way, way lower. Hmm. I want to drop this as low as possible. So let's say, oops, excuse me. Okay. So I'm really gonna put these at the bottom because this stuff is not as important in a lot of cases. So location will be important, but we haven't really hooked them. Our focus on providing mental health care that is thoughtful, attentive, and individualized to your unique needs. We use evidence-based treatment methods to incorporate mind and body to foster happiness, wholeness, and authentic living. Okay. So I would simplify, you really got to simplify this. Okay. So this is what I would call our focus. So this is what I would call this is cute, not clear. Okay. Authentic, what is authentic living? Authentic, I spelled authentic wrong, so obviously I am not an authentic liver. Authentic living, like what does that phrase actually mean? You gotta be more clear. Because every person in life is gonna like respond towards slightly differently. And like so mindful, not clear. What's gonna do this with both sides? Yeah, so mindful just is not clear. Living authentic is not clear. You need to have a problem. What is the problem they solve? Right? I'm always thinking about this. Like, what is the problem we actually solve? Our focus on providing mental health care, attentive individual, request service here. So this button, request service here, actually needs to be above the fold. So this is called the fold. So when I say the fold is everything that is before you have to scroll down. So right here where it says like Bloomfield, Michigan, this is the last thing you see above the fold. So now they have to scroll. A lot of people will not scroll. Most people do not scroll. They do not have the attention span to keep doing that. So you have to make sure that, let's say for example, let me make all this let me make this a little bit smaller. Very small. Button. Request service, right? This needs to be above the fold so they don't have to scroll. So people don't have to scroll. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. People are generally a little bit not lazy, but they just their attention span's very, very short for stuff they don't think will help. They're always asking, right? So basically the eyeball comes here, right? And it goes, can this person help? You get 30 to 60 seconds to do so. If you are unable to answer that question in 30 to 60 seconds, they're gone. Okay. Cool picture. I wonder if this picture is this picture the office, their office, right? And that's really, important to kind of note is that this person's office, right? That can be cool because it can kind of give an understanding of like what the space will feel like beforehand. Um, this picture does match their brand. Picture matches their brand. So that's good with this picture. Sign to subscribe for our newsletter for practice updates, mental wellness tips. Okay. So, um, newsletter, newsletter, email. What does a person get if they give their email? Right? If we look at this, it just says like subs practice updates of mental health. Okay. So it's mental health tips. Good start, not specific enough. Right? This is why niching down can actually help here. Niching down helps here. Right? Because again, it's hard to be very specific if you don't know who is actually viewing this guide, right? So that's why I'm always asked my questions like what is the problem that they solve? Let me come paste this down. What's the problem they solve? Can this help me? Why should I care to keep reading? Okay, people are always asking me this. So like this, if I'm being honest with you, this does not really pass. If this was the only thing a business owner, or if this is the only thing that a potential client saw of yours, and like you weren't already a very successful firm, this would not get it done. Okay. If you're just starting your like this firm, it looks like they have like multiple locations or two locations and they accept insurance. So like if you're accepting insurance, you can get away with stuff like this because it doesn't really matter. You just need something that's like a storefront essentially. It doesn't have to be a good storefront, just has to be there. But when you're only accepting private pay, you have to be precise. You have to be as like efficient as possible every single time that someone views your website. Just keep that in mind. So again, like if you're watching this, you're simply mindful consulting or counseling. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not, saying anything negative. This is just for people who are trying to build a website from scratch. What are the things you need to be like aware of and the things you need to be observing in order to make sure that you are maximizing every single opportunity? People don't understand. Every time that you get someone to navigate to your website organically, that means like they search up on Google and they find you, that is a miracle. Like I don't think people understand this. There are there are in this search result, if you type in the search result therapist near me, therapist me, Michigan. There are generally, so I'm choosing area, yep, boom, 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 boom. Awesome. There are generally hundreds of thousands of websites that you are competing with. And here's the interesting thing. It's not just the websites you're competing with, you're also competing with anything that has the word therapy inside of it. So it could be massage therapists, it could be look, even psychiatry is popping up. You're dealing with counselors, therapists, you're dealing with psychotherapists, you're competing in psychology today. So for someone to really and plus you have ten pages worth of competitors that you're dealing with. If someone navigates to your website, it is literally a miracle they actually found you out of all the people that they have on this like internet space. So you have to take advantage of that opportunity as much as possible. Now, if you already have a very successful practice that's through insurance, you can have a website that's like the one we reviewed today. But if you don't have like, a lot of viewers, you don't have a lot of people, you're not accepting insurance, you got to be as effective as possible. So I would do the tips and stuff we talked about in this video. Now, if you maybe have a practice and maybe been trying to get it to work, but it's just you're not getting a lot of private pay clients. Maybe get like one or two here or there, but it's just not quite enough for you to leave your current job. Go ahead and click the link inside the description, either above or below the video, to book a call with myself to see if I can help you inside of a private mentorship and coaching program for therapists to help you go and reach your goals, be able to do this thing full time, and really like live a life of peace, clarity, and freedom. Okay, if that's you, I'd love to see you on the call, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you inside of the next video.